Hey everyone, I'm going to try to do this outdoors. It's so beautiful here. So I wanted to share with you quickly some information that I received recently that I thought might be helpful to you as well. I had been struggling internally with some emotions, and I found myself purposely putting myself in a position in which these emotions would come up. And I was aware I was doing it, and then when the emotions came up, of course I felt them fully, and I sat with that for a while, and it was very uncomfortable and destabilizing, I would say. On the other hand, I had a very clear understanding that somehow this was important, but I did start to wonder why I was still feeling these intense emotions when I thought that they had passed through me and that that I would no longer be triggered. So I went to sleep and I had a dream that I wanted to share with you, which I thought was so helpful to me in understanding really a part of our healing process. In this dream, I had a baby, and I was in my home, and I noticed that my home had developed these spider webs that had, they weren't just spider webs, they were like, a foot long or a foot wide and, like 6 feet long, really dense, and there was lots of spiders in the web. And I don't love spiders, so I looked at that spider web and I thought, oh my gosh, I've got to clean this off. But it was very uncomfortable, and I was a little bit nervous, and I would say a little bit anxious and distraught, really, that my home had these spiders and these huge spider webs. So I put the baby in a carrier, and when I did that, I noticed a long blanket of spider web with a bunch of huge spiders in it, and it was flowing. It was sort of like moving, and it was going to touch the baby. And I was having none of that. I'm like, this is not going to hurt this baby. And so I gathered up my courage and I started to sort of clean off or wipe off the web. And when I did that, a few of the spiders, which were huge, fell to the ground, and they started to scurry under the bed and the couch. And I knew that I had to catch them before they got underneath the couch or the bed, because once they were under there, I wouldn't be able to get to them, but I would know they were always there. So they would always just still be there and causing this nervousness and this anxiety and this sort of distraught feeling, but I couldn't get to them if they got under the bed. So I quickly, now this took a lot of courage because I didn't love spiders, but I was doing it to protect the baby. So I, hurried up and I squashed the spiders. And I went over to the baby then, and I picked it up and I lovingly was holding it, and someone said, "What is your baby's name?" And I said, "Jessica." And then I thought, wait a minute, this baby can't be called Jessica because I already have a daughter named Jessica, which I do. And then I said, no, but that's right. Her name is Jessica. And then I, woke up. Now that dream, if you had that dream, maybe you wouldn't pay much attention to it. However, as you all know, I pay a lot of attention to my dreams, and I really do look at the things that were preceding it and coming before it. So I sat with that for a while, and of course I looked and thought about spiders, and thought about this idea of the spider going under the couch or under the bed, and I realized, oh, this dream was telling me that this was on purpose. Like I was purposely facing things that were not cleared out or cleaned up, because I wanted to protect this baby. Now this baby, I looked up Jessica. I had never seen this definition of Jessica before, even though I named my child Jessica, is it was actually first discovered, the name first appeared in a Shakespeare play, and it was from a Hebrew name, and I believe it was Ishka, that he transformed into Jessica. So the meaning of Jessica is vision, sight, and basically God beholds. So God beholds means that God sees all and is caring for all. And this is the baby that I was nurturing and caring for and helping to grow, and that I was going after the spiders, which are the web that we weave within our emotional and mental world, that has to be cleaned out. I was doing that because I didn't want anything to touch the baby. I didn't want anything to harm this baby. And the baby represents for me the purpose of allowing the world to know that God beholds all of us and holds all of us within consciousness, within the light, within the love. Our eternal nature, our soul, is always one with our Creator. And we need to know that. We need to see that manifested in this world. We need to see evidence that we are one and being held in the light and the love of the Supreme Being. And the idea of these spiders going underneath the couch or underneath the bed, and I wouldn't be able to get to them, but I would always know that they were there. I knew I had to clean it up. So I offer this to you if you are in a healing situation where you feel as if emotions are coming up for you, and maybe doubting that you keep putting yourself in situations in which it gets triggered or it gets highlighted. That could be on purpose. It's not that you're failing, it's that you're succeeding, and you're really looking to clear out everything because there's a baby that you're trying to nurture. I don't know what your baby's name is. Everybody has a purpose and a destiny and something that is near and dear to their heart that they are trying to fulfill their potential. They want to fulfill their potential. So you want to fulfill something. There's something you want to nurture in your life. And if you are excavating your own spiders and trying to get them before they go back under the bed, you're doing a great job. I hope everybody is able to take this message into their heart if it resonates with you, and to let it be sort of a soothing balm, which it was for me. I felt very, I suddenly felt like, okay, I suddenly felt like I was on the right path and I was doing the right thing for myself, and it's all good. So, namaste.